Hi, welcome back. This is Angela Thoma with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome back, or welcome me back. Hi. I've been very busy. I have been organizing my room. I've been organizing drawers. This all started because I'm getting all that microphone feedback, and I've been trying to find the source of the feedback. I think it could be coming. I put in some new lights, and I was told that they may be, because all my lights are surrounding my camera, that it could be my light source that's causing it. Also, you can get a lot of interference from magnets, and if your cord has been cut, which I have nipped my cord, but I didn't nip through the plastic covering it. So I may end up having to get a new mic, but I'm gonna hope that I have figured it out now, and that I can successfully get a video done without a bunch of mic feedback. So I want to work on the lavender journal a little bit further before I sew it into the signature. In my cleaning process, I found all my old beautiful papers that I ordered years ago when I was interested in making journals. I cannot remember what this is called. I will have to look it up, but isn't that beautiful? So I do want to put this on the covers of my journals, of my signatures. Or maybe, because it's kind of floppy, maybe it should be right here. Probably. So just inside of the journal cover. It's okay with me if this little bit hangs out here. Of course, we'll have to trim this. But gosh, isn't that just yummy? It's very, very beautifully textured, and it's all sewn, and it's really beautiful. It's like a mulberry paper almost, but it has holes in it. I found a whole bunch of papers like this, and it's very exciting. So I also could have it so that it sticks up here outside of the journal, but then I would have to cut them all right along that edge, and I may not have enough material to do that, or paper to do that. So I don't know, I just know that I love it. And that would look pretty clever sticking up there, wouldn't it? So let me just go ahead and cut this first piece. We'll see how we do. If that was to stick up there, right there, then I would need to cut it probably right here. Let's see for sure. Well, I could get away with cutting it here, I think. I think I'm better off to cut it right there. Well, let's just try it and see what happens. I wonder if I can cut right between those two. Not very well, I can't. And then I think We want to cut it right where? Because we want that to come clear to the edge. So I think maybe let's cut it here. Just to be sure. I don't know what this paper is going to do once it's cut. I just know that I love it. Cut this one. And then I was trying to cut just in the middle of this, but you have to be a straight cutter to do that, and I'm not. Okay, let's put that there. Let's set our timer. And we'll put that up there. And now let's put this inside of here. This almost looks like it would be better at the bottom, doesn't it? Not very even. I did not cut it even. Oh, I see. It's got some beautiful threads on it, doesn't it? Let's go this way. And let's see what that looks like. Well, that's okay with me. I wonder if I should iron that. Oh, I hate to iron. Once the uniforms were put away, the iron went away too. I only iron if I absolutely have to. I do need to cut that a little bit straighter there. But I kind of like the raggedy edge there a little bit. Okay. Let me try something. A rotary cutter, yes. Why not? Need to move some items. We'll never cut good on this surface. What did I do with my mat? Well, that'll help hold it still a little bit, won't it? I want to try and leave that one thread there attached. Don't know if I can. Not if I cut crooked, I cannot. I'm still cutting it crooked, and I did nip some of the threads too. But that's okay. It's not that big a deal. This is just for fun. Just for fun. Well, it almost looks like it would be better to have that nipped off and bring it down. No, that won't work either. If we go right there. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Well, it's sticking out too far on this side now. I don't really like that. What if I just nipped it there and had that little bit hanging out there? Let's look at that. I think that's okay. Okay, so we'll go a little bit shorter. Those are not the best scissors. These probably won't be either. They're so tiny. Let me get out the tiniest scissors I can find. I think what I need well, let's try this rotary cutter again. I'll just try to hang on to it better this time. Okay, so I want that to be right about there. Don't want to mess it up. Nice little pieces to hang on to there. Don't know why. Since I've been cleaning up, I don't want to hang on to too many oddball things now. Okay, so that goes to there. Now this one, I need to cut this off. It's okay if the back is a little bit shorter. Okay. I am just going to place this seam line on the stitching, and we'll do it that way. We'll see what happens. There we go. Look at that. She's learning to cut with a rotary cutter. I should know how to cut with a rotary cutter. Oh, isn't that pretty? Well, and after it's in and all sewn in, it can always be straightened up a little bit too. There, I don't mind that stuff. I'm going to have, we're going to make some lace with the sewing machine anyway. Not lace, but a ruffle. So what else have I done in here? On this one, I have done nothing else. Oh yeah, I did. I added some tracing paper. I have added just a sheet of this. It needed to be fluffed up a little bit. I did this. Well, I didn't do anything with it. I decided to leave it. It will be just a little tender piece. And let's see. Oh, I know what I did. Let's see if I can find it. Is it in here? No. 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 Not in there. What did an Angela do with it? Here's the cover. It turned out a little bit harder than I wanted. Golly gee whiz. I know I worked on them. Maybe they're under here. Maybe I put it in a different signature. I did. This one's waiting for one. This is what I made. So what I did on the first one was I glued some plastic in there, but it doesn't want to stick really, but it's in there now. But so that you can slip something inside between the plastic without tearing all of this. So there's that. And I made one for each journal, and we're going to make one today. Let's see what this one looks like. I think it's the same. There it is. And this one was glued. This one is stiffer. It was made with oh, and it sticks. It is stuck solid. So that is actually a better thing to make it with. The cake, the stuff you put around the cakes. The acetate. So let me go back and look at this one again. Always something to figure out. Now this is just, yeah, see, it did not hold on either side. Nope. But the acetate did. So there's something different about the plastics. I think this is still okay. But I made it with scrapbooking sheets. I just took a 12 by 12 and cut down one of the lower corners. Excuse me. And I glued this inside of the piece, but I can see that it just didn't stick. You can see here it's not stuck. At all. So that's very sad. That's very sad. But I think maybe I will go ahead and put some more glue there, and we'll try it again and see if we can get it to hold. Because I sure don't want to have to take these back out. I'll put it on just a little bit thicker. And I'll press it down a little bit better. That is very disappointing. Anyway, then I went ahead and closed up the sides of them with eyelets. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. Okay, let's do the back here as well. Interesting that this one would not hold, but the other stuff would. Because I glued it all underneath here and then around in all these spots. And I really thought that it would stick well. I need to get rid of this rag. It's about had it. Anyway, I still think it will be fine. It just won't be as heavy duty as that other one, that's for sure. Don't want to put those two together because they'll glue, the white paper will glue to itself. Okay. So on the other one, like I said, I used the cake. Let me grab it. I've got my cord on me now, so I have to be careful that I don't fall down and knock myself out or something. It's called Happy Birthday Acetate Cake Collars. This is what I used on the other one. Now it's heavy duty and it really made for a heavy insert in the book. I mean, it's hefty. But look at that. I mean, it is adhered. Whoa, look at that. It's so adhered that this will tear. So now I got to repair that. So anyway, I was trying not to use this again because it is so heavy, but it's nice, you know. Definitely don't have a complaint about that. Oh, let's see, what do I have that might look similar? I tell you, cleaning this room, wow, what an eye-opener. Let's see, I don't want to use that. I wonder if I can just cut one of these off and glue it on there. Just like a mini washi tape right there. It's not going to really be seen because it's going to be in the signature of the journal, so we don't have to worry about it being seen necessarily. We just hope that we find something that makes it strong. I mean, it would be terrible if it ripped out of the book. Right? So there's just a little repair on it. It's a junk journal anyway. So let's junk it up. Wonder if it needs a little bit in there too. I think that'll be okay. There we go. Yes. So, so I'm just going to show you how I glued those in. Oh my gosh, it is so good to get my room cleaned up a little bit. Actually, I've cleaned it up a lot. I've spent days and hours on it, getting it reorganized and just all kinds of things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and insert this here. Trying to remember that I need to catch this plastic in the eyelets. So I'll bring it over this way further this time and further away from the edge, the crease here. So when we sew it in, it'll be in the right spot. That way we don't have to... Oops. Actually, I'm already doing it wrong. Need to open this all the way up. Ta-da! See, I glued all in here. I really thought that it would hold. I didn't think anything, and I used the Fabri-Tac. I guess it's not glue-attack, it's Fabri-Tac. Or it's not plastic attack. Need something that glues plastic. Okay. Keeping in mind, I need it to reach the now I'm getting glue on my nice cutting board here that I try not to ever glue up. I don't mind gluing up the thing underneath because it's just a board you paint. It's just a canvas. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay. This is just a paint board, a board you paint on. Whatever. That's what it is. It's a whatever. Okay, we have one glued on here. Now let's take this one. Edges open to this way. So we're going to glue on the back. I'm going to put my fingers up at the top here. I'm going to go a little bit thicker with my glue and hope it holds. And glued in here. Glued in here. Gosh, I found so many papers I had forgotten that I'd bought. And then I just ordered the plastic file folders that you can see through, so I can put other designers' papers in them, the digitals. And today I found an order I'd already apparently made. So now I'm going to have way too many. Oh, I guess I just have to order more digitals, huh? So, anyway, crazy life. But that's what happens, you know, when you have a lot of stuff and you don't remember where you put it. Things are packed and crowded and, you know, you just have a hard time remembering where it all is and if you even bought it. So I cleaned out a bunch of stuff, and I have a bunch ready to go to either Goodwill or I might do it as just little giveaways. I haven't quite decided yet. I put that one on crooked. I guess whatever you put in there is going to be a little bit crooked. Okay, so on the back, once again going around the edges, going to put a little extra here at the top and go over this area because that's where the white part is. Going to go over this area. And these, and then we're going to come over here and do the same incredible thing. The really neat thing though was getting into my old papers when originally I wanted to make journals. I have all kinds of books on creating books and journals, and they're all old because I'm getting older, and they're just things I never did. You know, things I did not do. Now this is that wax paper. It doesn't normally just stick to stuff, so I'm just using that to help me glue that down really well. It will semi-stick like that, but once it's dry, it lets it go. And it wipes up like a charm. And look at this old stuff just wipe up. It's like it's put on one of those masks on your skin. It has a peeling problem. It's very appealing. A little bit came through right there, but I think that's okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get our hole punch. We're going to use the 3/16 inch, and I put one in the top right here. And it does like to stick, especially since there's wet glue in there. But what I mean is that it doesn't like to cut the plastic that is here. And then I skip 2 humps, 2 laces, and put in another one. Then I skip 2, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. How many did I put in each one? 4. Okay, excuse my reach. While I reach up here and grab these down. Now this is the inside, and we want the outer part that's going to be showing before the inside to have the prettier part. Every time I use this darn handle slips off. Drives me up the wall. We are memory keepers. If you hear me, please figure out how to get that handle to stay on. But we love your products. That's for sure. Okay. Yep, that's going to be right. And let's see, back to the 3/16 inch. That's the larger hole. There we go. Okay. Now once again up here. That one was gluey. There we go. Get that glue out of there. There we go. Okay. Skip 2 of those little lumpies there. And skip the next 2. I'm squeezing that pretty hard to get that to really cut through that plastic. This one it cut through fine, but I don't think it encountered a lot of glue. One, 2. Open that back up. Okay. I explained the reason why I was doing this. Yes, so that so that you can utilize the pocket and without stuff catching up on all the lacy parts of it. The other thing that I could have put in it would have been like the vellum, or even the tracing paper would have been good. There. Very nice. There we go. Looking good. We'll let those 2 dry. We won't put them in the book until they are good and dry. Okay. Let me plug this up with the pin. Okay, let's clean up our glue. These other pieces that we want to put in the journal. You know, I may have found some more of this that is the right size. Let me look. It may be pre-sized already. I don't know why, but who knows? Okay. Oh, this is the done one. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So that went here. I'll probably have to cut the bottom off of it. How many pieces are here? 3. Oh, look at that. It fits perfect. Okay. And then what did I do? Well, this is going to be the finished one because these don't have a dry piece in them. So let's do this. Okay. So there's that one. There's those two. Then here, what did I put? I put in some of these. Did I just do 1 or 2? I just did 1. But we could do 2. I realize that it's just white, but I don't think that really matters. I think what matters is that it has some variety in it. Let's see, did I put it anywhere else? Oh, and then I put in that paper. And how many? 1? I did 1 of those. And then 1 of those. Well, I think I'm just going to do 2 of these and maybe 2 of the other. It just gives a little different area if you're the kind of person that needs to write on a similar paper each time. When you're writing something continuous, that gives that option to do a continuous piece right there. Okay, then, oh, it looks like that has to be trimmed off just slightly. And we had that, and then we had this, where I put one of these. That's a nice heavy paper. I love it. Now I know it's not tea dyed or anything like that, but you know, I really think it's fine not being tea dyed. Okay, so I do need to trim a little bit off of this one and a little bit off of the other one. Put this away, toss those over there, secure my rotary blade. Gotta be a good girl and take care of those things properly. Okay, now let's go back and find this one and cut it down just a little bit. are with a completed signature. That feels better to me. It might be a little too much, but now this one has got the heavier acetate in it, so that might be the difference. Let's see. 2 full sheets of this, or is there just one? Well, I put 2 in it. I did. 1, 2. Whew. Going crazy there for a second. So I have to tell you what else I found. I forgot that I had done a bunch of rose-dyed papers in October. We had a beautiful day, and it just never got warm enough to dry the papers outside. So I brought them in, and I always stack them. I always keep my paper towels over and over again, and I dry them out, and then I reuse them every time I make a stack of papers. I throw several layers of paper towels in between each paper, each single sheet of paper. Well, I got to the bottom of my book bin over there, and lo and behold, there was my stack of paper towels. And I thought, what's that pink in there? So I pulled up the thing, and guess what? All of my pink paper had molded. And it's still in here, and I think that's why my nose is running. This is my point, is I've had a runny nose. Every time I come in here, it gets worse and worse and worse. I think it's the molds. So anyway, that stuff's got to go out to the garbage today. But it was beautiful paper. I just can't even describe it to you. Here, I'll show you. Let me get that away from this. I don't want any mold on anything. This is the mold. But some of them are beautiful papers. These are the rose dyeds. Anyway, I had to throw it all away because it's got this mold in it. Yeah, it was paper after paper full of mold like this. So it's just in my garbage down here. But I definitely don't want to use it. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? I'm flipping it careful because of the mold stuff on it. Mold is not healthy. So anyway, hopefully I'll remember how I did that. Let me scoot that over there. Let me wipe this off again. So anyway, I had to throw out all my paper towels. I've had them for over a year, using and drying, because I just put them between the sheets like I told you. So anyway, that is that. Okay. So let's do this signature. Let's get a couple of these. And we'll get a couple of these. Go ahead and clip that off a little bit. No need to measure, just we know it has to come off just slightly. 1/4 of an inch or so. It's just additional writing space, really. Oh, think I've got 3 here. 1, no, just 2. 2 of those, and 2 of these. 1, 2. Now the other thing I could have done would have been to put like 1, 2, and 3 throughout the book. I don't know. No, I couldn't. I could not. Okay. Okay, the first one's going to have that. And then that. So it's at the 3rd one of those. Okay, purple paper. That lacy paper. Right here. Then we have right here, we need to put in this. And then right here, put in this. And we'll put these in, like I said, after they are completely dry. Right now they're still quite wet. Yep, that works. So that one's done. This one's completely done. It doesn't have its goodies on the inside. But, yeah. It'll be okay. Don't know if I had any more mulberry paper other than this that is purple. Let me peek really quick. Oh, I had that. I'll just, oh yeah, I do. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to share what it is that I found in my boxes. So here's this paper. Isn't that pretty? I ordered these from a company long ago. Look at this one. Isn't this beautiful paper? It's swirled with like a yarn in it. Don't ask me where I bought it from. I cannot remember the paper company I bought through. There. Oh, and here's a small piece of that. I wonder if that one would fit in one of the signatures. Might have to try it. Looks a little small. There's a blue one. Kind of a brown. Light blue, light green. Here is, oh, there's a pretty purple. There's a yellow. Look at this one with the leaves in it. Oh, beautiful handmade paper. And this one. And here's that one. I used to do a lot of collage, and I would use these a lot, but I also wanted to make books, like I said. Now that would be beautiful in one of them, wouldn't it? Wow, very pretty. Have a couple of these. I was going to use these to make the trunk of the trees in some of my pieces, my collage. Beautiful red. Ooh, nice blue. And they're each just a little bit different, a little different feeling. Some of them I'm going to get into some like marbled mulberry paper. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Now here's a very pretty marbled big giant paper. Isn't that pretty? I can see why Martha likes to marble paper. Then here's an orange one, and there's a white with the gold flecks in it. All together. Here is pink. These are much bigger sheets. This one is a mulberry paper that has been marbled. I did not do these. I bought them from a paper company years ago, years ago. Here's a very dark purple. Just a mulberry paper. I don't know if you can see that when I hold it up to the light. Got all the fibers showing in there. Here's a red mulberry. And a green. Look at this one. This is another marbled one. Very pretty. And here's a different one. Very space-like, huh? And then this one. Very pretty. So anyway, that's some of what, this is the mulberry type papers that I had. And just very pretty. I wonder if I should see if that'll fit in one. And this. Okay, let me slip this back in the drawer. And first let's try this. Ooh, this feels good. I don't think it matters which way it goes. Okay, so if we put that one in there, this one could have a little different one. Why not? Look at that. It almost fits perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. One can be too big and one can be too small. What do you think? Ooh, we could fold that up for a pocket. I think I'll leave it there. I think it would be fine. I might as well use it. I mean, good heavens. I can't hold on to this stuff forever and ever and ever. There's two. Oh, the other one must be under here. And I don't think it matters which side we use. They're both beautiful. I can tell I'll have to cut this one down. I don't know if that cutter I have there will cut these or not. Okay, so let's cut it this way first. Don't know, we'll see. There we go. And then We need to cut it down right about here. There we go. Hopefully it's semi-straight. Oh, pretty, pretty. Yeah. I like putting 3 different ones in. That is really cool. Yes. Okay. So this one, we need to cut from here to here. Lining the end of my scissors up with that line on the other side. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but we're going to try. Yeah, that will be fine. It just gives it some different textures in there. And I think that'll be really nice. And we'll see how this goes. I mean, if this feels like it's going to be too much, having all this extra stuff in there, then I'll have to remove it. But look at that. That's a nice hefty signature there, you guys. Very nice. And I love that paper. Very pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, well, I'm going to let you go. I have one more signature to fill up here with different papers. And I think it's this one. I'm going to add a second sheet here. And I think I'll use that other paper that's the full size. This stuff. All right. Thanks for joining me today. It's good to be back. And if I get brave, after I finish the room, I'll give you a tour of my studio. It's a dull little room, but it's mine. And I love it. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. We have a lot more coming up, and we've got a lot to do. We've got things to make. Okay. Oh, hey, did you know you can share the videos on your Facebook channel? Did you know you can share them on your Twitter? You can. All you do is go down below and click on share and copy that link, paste it where you're going to go, and voila. You can share on your Pinterest, Mixed. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's another Pinterest type site. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Oh, Instagram. See you tomorrow. Bye.